Forget it, Jake. It's Chinatown.
Hey guys, welcome back to another Foreign Film Friday, where the first Friday of every month we review a new release foreign language film, except for today's film, which kind of sits a little bit outside the box because while it is produced in countries that are not the US of A, so it's technically, I guess, foreign, its spoken language is in English. And that's just purely a smart marketing choice because we all know some folks ain't about that subtitle life. Not us though, we multitaskers, we can read and watch at the same time. From the Irish animation house that did The Secret of Kells and then later Song of the Sea, their most recent achievement, The Breadwinner, is our film for today. This one is set in Afghanistan in a time of very recent political upheaval, that being 2001. 11-year-old Parwana and her family, along with all Afghanis in this time period, are living under the Taliban's rule. And this is a time of conflict and war. Food is very scarce. So when her father is wrongfully arrested by extremists, Parwana decides to cut off all her hair, dress as a boy, and go out in order to find work and be the breadwinner for her family. The mere concept that women in this time, well, not just in this time, but for the sake of this conversation, in this time, are not allowed to leave their homes unless they are completely covered head to toe and accompanied by a male chaperone, it just leaves me absolutely speechless that it's actually illegal for women to leave their own homes without being covered, without a man. And when Parwana's father is taken away indefinitely, it is literally illegal for these women to leave the home in order to go to the grocery store, in order to be able to do anything and support themselves and their family. There's no man left in the house in order to provide for them. So Parwana, because she is still technically a child, as in she hasn't gotten her period yet, so she's not yet a woman, she's able to leave the home on their behalf. She's able to get away with being outside, but only marginally. She is still at that very much transitional, prepubescent stage, and the film constantly implies that things could be very dangerous for her at the whim of any man on the street. Parwana tells a fantasy story to her little brother, a story about a young hero who is tested by the Elephant King. And this has the most beautiful paper cutout animation style. It's absolutely gorgeous to watch. And the story kind of follows an allegorical path throughout the film and really emulates the struggle that Parwana is tested in herself. In this fantasy world that Parwana creates is from where she draws all her inner strength and all her conviction to do what she feels needs to be done. Overall, The Breadwinner is extremely emotive, extremely powerful, a story, a very worthwhile story to be told in the animation format. I think that those elements of fantasy overlaying the horrificness of what's actually going on in Parwana's life really adds that heightened contrast between hope and despair in a really lovely way that only animation can really achieve. So in some ways, this is the perfect style of story to tell in an animated format. Maybe a little bit heavy on those messages of hope and courage and persistence, but look, I think that they're themes that I am very happy to see go overboard rather than be understated, especially in an animated format like this, in which I hope a lot of children and younger people have an opportunity to see. I really highly recommend checking out The Breadwinner if you haven't already. It is still playing in festivals. The reason I decided to review it for this month is because it is playing later this month at the Sydney Film Festival. So I was very pleased that Sydney Film Fest is picking it up as part of their program. I think it's a really wonderful movie. That is all from me, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Leave me your comments in the comments section down below. Don't forget to suggest me your other foreign film recommendations for next month's Foreign Film Friday. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.